Hello, good morning. Have you ever wondered what our world would be like without generous people or organizations? Well, it probably wouldn't be really pleasant. This is exactly the type of organization I chose to do. The organization I chose to inform the class on is the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross is an organization that provides emergency assistance, disaster relief, and education inside the United States. The American Red Cross has been around for a while now and has built itself as a very viable organization. Three reasons that make this a viable organization and why I support it are the international duties and services that it's involved with other countries, the blood drives and services and blood they donate to the needy people who need it, and the areas they help that have been devastated by disasters. You might think the American Red Cross is an organization that's just involved in the United States, but that's not true. There are plenty of programs and duties that it has that help in other countries. Some of these include the Measles Initiative and the No More Malaria program in Africa. The Measles Initiative was launched back in 2001. The main goal of this program that the Red Cross launched was to reduce measles deaths by 90% in 2010, which is next year, as compared to 2000. In the first 5 years of this program, the Red Cross saved approximately 1.2 million lives, which is a lot of lives. The No More Malaria program is a program in Africa designed by the Red Cross's duty in this program is just to support local Red Cross volunteers in Africa who are over there educating families on how to stop malaria prevention and treatment. And this program has only been up since 2006, but it has saved a lot of lives. Another reason that makes this American Red Cross a viable organization is they hold several blood drives and donate blood to people who need it. Throughout the United States, each area in the United States has usually like a local chapter Red Cross. They usually conduct several blood drives a year and then donate the blood to people who need it. Usually the blood, to give blood, and it goes through tests and goes in facilities, and once it passes those tests, it gets sent out to hospitals and health institutions for people to use. The Red Cross is the biggest provider of donating blood. They supply about roughly 44% of the donated blood in the United States. The Red Cross also helps areas that have been devastated by disaster. A couple examples would include back in 2005 with Hurricane Katrina, and a couple years ago when the bridge collapsed in Minneapolis. After Hurricane Katrina aftermath, right after, as they were getting ready to start the cleanup, the Red Cross had 2,000 volunteers ready to go to help start and clean up the mess that Hurricane Katrina left behind. By the time it was all said and done and everything was cleaned up after Hurricane Katrina, which took quite a while, the Red Cross utilized about approximately 244,000 workers, 95% of which who were unpaid volunteers to provide services for victims of the disaster. And the Minneapolis bridge collapse, the Red Cross's duty was to help clean up and help kind of provide like assistance to keep victims of families and stuff in a safe, stable condition and stuff. During this cleanup process, the Red Cross was trying to get contributions from the community in Minneapolis. They received about approximately $138,000 of contributions to help with this. That might sound like a lot of money, but to the Red Cross, every dollar they receive, whether it be for a disaster relief cause or an international cause, they use every buck of the dollar for it, and it goes to a good cause. On my slideshow over here, I just have the first slide here, just the logo of the American Red Cross, the big Red Cross, and then kind of like a mission, together we can save a life. This kind of says it's a good organization and very useful and does good things. This one's just a poster that's made up after the Hurricane Katrina that the Red Cross made up. It says help out, help now. And they're kind of trying to draw volunteers and contribution money to help people fix up the mess that Hurricane Katrina left behind. And the third one is just the bridge collapse in Minneapolis. As you can see, it was a big mess, which is usually the case when a bridge collapses, but a lot of people were needed to clean up, and the Red Cross was one of the organizations that stepped in and helped out with that. In conclusion, I hope you realize how viable of an organization the Red Cross is with its international duties and that it's involved in, the blood drives and blood they donate to the needy people and just helping areas in disaster. So maybe next time, if you have free time, you call up your local Red Cross area and volunteer, see if they need some work to be done, or just take a few minutes out of your day and give some blood to someone who may need it. Thank you.